The pace and scope of development in this province, especially the oil sands, may be good for business in the short term, but is not responsible and will not sustain our water into the future. The recent Rosenberg report, commissioned by this government, was very critical of the lack of knowledge and action on responsible water management in Alberta and identified real risks for the future. Yet the Premier has said he will not slow economic growth. To the Premier, how does the Premier explain to fellow farmers this uncontrolled growth in management?
The Honourable the Premier.
Mr. Speaker, as one that has grown various crops in this province of Alberta, we do depend on the good Lord to give us a sprinkle from time to time to grow our crops. I mean, without rain, we don't have any crops.
In September, the government changed the regulations governing confined feeding operations in this province. The distance those operations must be from their neighbours is governed by the minimum distance separation. The government dramatically weakened that restriction. The only neighbours considered now are residences. That means schools, community centres, churches would be exempt from that minimum distance separation, and confined feeding operations can move in. To the Minister of Agriculture and Food, what possible benefit does this change have for Albertans?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And of course, the NRCB is totally in control of this, and AOPA is the right to farm is under my purview, and of course the other one is under SRD. But certainly the setbacks have been established, and they're certainly adhered to. They're checked out by the NRCB board, and they absolutely make the recommendations on the approvals.
The Honourable Member.
What hospitals?
That was no answer at all, Mr. Speaker.